Okay, so in this video, I'm going to pick up where I left off. I need to, let me see. Maybe, you know what? I'll fix up the heart. Yeah. So, I think the last time I left off, I filled the hole and I deleted the back end because I don't need it. Just leave it open. And then I need to touch up on this stuff. So right now it has a hard edge, right? So it will make an issue during lighting and rendering. If I try to press 3 for a smooth preview, it does this, which is unacceptable. We'll press 1. So what I'm gonna do, first of all, let me just name this, right? Click here, heart, and I don't know, pop. Who cares? So that, and then I'm gonna select it. I'm gonna do something called this guy right here, isolate select, right there. So I only see that, right? Again, isolate select it, right click on it, go to face, carefully click it, and shift right click, extrude face, boom. Then under offset, I'm going to hold control and slide it towards my right. I'm going to slide it like yay much. So I'm just looking at my spacing, so there's opens up a lot. Right, or maybe around there, like 0.37 or something. So gradually it gets opening up more and more and more. We'll press W to get out of the tool, right? So already it looks a little bit better. Just even that one little thing, see? Not that hard stuff. I could even just probably leave it here like this. And I'll do one more. Right click, face mode. Select that. Shift right click, extrude face. And the whole reason why we're doing this, I'm gonna go under offset, hold control, press and hold control, left click on it, drag it towards my right, and something like that. And this is fine. Right, I'm fine with that. Right. I'm just cleaning up my mesh. Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna click outside to get out of the tool. Right click on it, choose vertex, zoom in, press 4. I'm gonna select that. And as you can see, it says here three vertices. Shift right click, merge. Right, again, I'll go back, merge vertices, hover over it, a little sub menu pops up, merge to center, boom. And this is fine. Press 5. There you go. So it looks stable, nothing crazy, right? And from here, usually it's okay, it's fine to just leave it open, right? And I'm saying this because when it comes down to render time, having it open like this it won't affect the render, right? So this is it being open-ended. And typically the rule with polygon modeling is where you either wanted to have it as a triangle or as a quad. Quad meaning I'm in edge mode. So quad meaning like 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? But this here is open-ended, so it's not a real quad. But for example, this, and this, that is a quad. Right? down here, this, and this is a triangle, right? Which is fine. So one of the first thing I want to do, I right click and I flicked it to be object mode. I'm going to go shift right click, multi-cut tool. I'm going to click, drag and snap, let go, click, drag and snap, press W to finalize the action, right click, object mode, click outside. So basically I cut it in half. I put a line down the half. And then the next step is to go into triangulate it. You want things to be either, like I mentioned, quads or triangles, which is also known as triangulating it, because if you, for example, want to bring it into a game engine, if it's going into a game engine, for sure, you know, you're gonna want to have it triangulated. There's a lot of reasons why, blah blah blah. You just want to have triangulated. So our instance, this is not going to be in a game engine, but just to be proper, we're just going to go mesh, triangulate. Yeah. So not a lot of work, but the mesh is clean, right? Something subtle over here, which I'm okay with it because it's just a small piece, right? So that's that part. Ooh, this part is kind of harsh. Yeah, that's kind of harsh. Was that always like that? Anyway, so you'll notice it has this. I'm going to turn off my grid line, which is here under panels right here. So we have this annoying thing. This, when it comes to render time, it will show, right? So, and you know, you could typically just press 3, but it makes it worse, right? You want to just go back to 1. So a model like this, we're not going to press 3. We're going to leave it at 1. At low poly level 1, it still has more than enough faces for it to be very much usable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it. I'm going to go to clean up that hard edge and select it. In object mode, we're going to go to mesh display, soften edge. And that's soften edge right here. I don't know why it turned it like this, but basically I'm going to click outside. Now, it softened it. There's some ugly ass shading here, but overall it's okay. Yeah, you know what, just to be safe, I don't like this shading. Yeah, so since I'm still early in it, I'm gonna just undo the triangulation. Okay, undo. I'm just gonna undo until I get rid of the triangulation. That's how we know that we reached right amount of undos. There you go, see? The triangulation is not there. Right, so I pressed, this is 1 and this is 3, right? Level 1 and 3. And this is with additional, you know, extrusion and offsetting, this and this, right? So when I press 3, it still looks nice, and over here, see, huge difference. Right? Press 1. Right? So then I'm gonna run with this. So what I'm gonna do is first let me get rid of this. I don't like that. I'll grab that, that, turn it, press F, grab that. So I was holding Shift to carefully select that. Make sure you don't grab anything else. Shift right click, delete edge. Right there, good. Then from here, what I need to do for sure is Shift right click, insert edge loop, option box. I'm just gonna reset it, and then I'm gonna just on this area, I'm gonna left click onto it, but I am not gonna let go. So I'm gonna click, I'm gonna drag down to here. So like what that does, as I explained in class, is where it will maintain the shape, right? They call it a supporting edge loop. Press 3, right there. And I think I also want to put one here. If I press 3, you see how this line, right? I'm just going to show this line. If I press 3, it slopes down. See? Slopes down. But if I grab it, Shift right click, insert edge loop, and remember this line, I'm just going to click and drag up to here. It's going to maintain that shape. See, I've added that. Now this is not going to move much. Press 3. See, watch. See, it still stayed there. This one moved, the one I made, but this one, original one, is still there. And this is a perfect example of the supporting edge where it stays in place. This is important when if you have intricate textures and you don't want them to stretch. Yeah, so that works. I mean, I'm okay with that. This is open-ended, but it's fine. I'm not bringing this into a game engine. I just want to have a really nice render, so I don't care. Yeah, I think I'll leave it like that. And if I really want, I could just touch it up. For now, I'm just gonna go and delete history, which is under edit, but you can also click on this, delete by type history, boom. Right, so that's that part. Then I'm gonna uncheck this right here, isolate select right here, isolate select, uncheck it. Now I'm gonna select all my lip gloss stuff, press H to reveal it, click outside, just double checking, right, looks clean. I'm gonna grab all my photo refs, right, and then in here, my display layer, I'm gonna right click on it, add selected objects, there, and just press twice so it's set to R as in reference so I can't grab onto it. Alright, next. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna dump that heart over there. I'm gonna grab it, and you'll notice the heart is off to the side, the gizmo for the move, right? This is a perfect time to show the center pivot, modify, center pivot, and look what happens to the gizmo. Boom. Right. Spacebar, spacebar, and here I want to just see just this object, so I'm going to turn on my isolate select tool again right here so that I only see this. And the reason why I'm doing this is I'm going to snap my gizmo over here. Press D as in David once, tap it, press and hold V as in Victor. And I'm going to grab my arrow here, I'm going to snap, 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 let go, press W to get out of the tool, and now it's flush to its base right here. See? Now what I'm gonna do is spacebar, zoom out. I'm gonna turn on my grid right here. Here's my grid. I'm gonna hide my photo rest, right? And my whole point is I want to put this dead center to the 3D world. And you know, right now it's off center, and since I flushed out the transforms, I cannot just press 0 for it to come back to normal. So blah blah blah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press and hold X as an X-ray. This thing lights up. I'm holding it and pressing it, turns into a circle, and when you hold X, it basically will snap to the grid. I'm gonna snap it to the middle of the grid. I'm gonna click here, and I'm gonna drag, snap, 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 boom. And I'm gonna let go of the X, and now it's dead center. I'm gonna yank it up, zoom in, press 5. What the hell is this? Spacebar. Okay. I'm gonna yank it out. This is my front, left, back, right? Yank it out. I'm gonna press R for the scale. Then if I scale it in, right, I'm just looking at the behavior of the scaling action, press F, right? I'm just looking at how fluffy it is. I'm gonna continue scaling from the center, right? I'm gonna turn on the photo refs. I'm just looking at it, right? Just gauging off of this, right? So I'm just saying this much space, very little space up here. So I'm using this as my point of reference, right? It's gonna be flush, right? Some space over there and here. So back to here. Alt 5, wireframe unshaded. It's gonna help me to see. Pull up. So it's gonna be right here at the gold band, right? Just before the cap touches there. So right here, that's the cap. Pull up, zoom in, pull it down. It was about this much space. Yeah, this is pretty flush right here. Huh. Okay, so I'm just looking, trying to see how deep it is. Right, so it also does that too. Maybe I can. This is a T. This is a T, an F maybe. I don't know. Alright, so right here I can see. You can kind of guess how thick that is, the height wise. Alright, so I'll grab this, press F. And Alt 5. What I'm going to do is press H, spacebar, press F, right? I'm going to lower the height, but I'm not gonna, damn it. Shading, default material. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to press R. If I press R and I try to pull it in, see what happens? It influences the curvature of my bevel. So right click vertex mode. I'm going to grab this chunk right here again, like that. I'm in my side view, isolate side view. I'm just gonna tuck it in. Like, I'm guesstimating it's gonna be about like that, right? So I manipulate the vertices to scale down the height. Yeah, I like that. I think it works. This one's a bit broader of a tip than this. Yeah, so that's that part. So it's pretty much good. And I do notice where I want to fix up before I leave. It's way more rounder like that. Figured it wouldn't be a big deal to just leave it, but yeah, I think I should fix it. So right now this is dark shading. The reason why it's dark is that when using the extruding out of SVG file like an Illustrator, it makes a new shader, but I don't like it, so I'm gonna go click on this, the cue ball. It's a hypershade, and all I'm gonna do is, so these are the shader balls, right? I'm gonna hover over here. All I need to do is just middle mouse click here. See, it turns into a plus sign. Drag and drop. That's all it is. And these guys, edit, delete unused nodes. Again, edit, delete unused nodes. Anyway, close it out. Space bar. Hey, what the? Oh, fine. It just did to that part. Oh, this one. I'm gonna click on this, and with this selected, right? I'm gonna hover over here. I'm not gonna click on it. I'm gonna actually right click and hold there. Again, right click and hold. Assign initial shading group to the selected. Again, you just hover over it, right click and hold, and do this. Yes? Give me a break. What the? 1 second. Anyway, to fix this stupid thing, what you gotta do is select it in object mode, and mesh display, right? Mesh display, and apply color. I don't know why, it just works. Yeah, it's stupid, but it works. Anyway, so that's that part. I'm gonna uncheck my isolate perspective. So here we are. So we got our heart going on. Oh, yeah, I mentioned about the roundness. Let me see if I can pull that off right now. We select it. I'm gonna just save it. Right click, vertex mode. I'm going to turn on symmetry, world X, so that based off the world, right, up and down, left and right, it's gonna symmetry that on the other side. Spacebar in here, right? And what I'm gonna do is go into modeling toolkit, this tab, turn on soft select, right click, vertex, so it does that coloring. I'm gonna set the volume to what, 0.5. So when I set the volume to 0.5, press 4. I'm gonna grab that right here. Oh, I can't see anything right now. You know what? Select it. I'm gonna turn on my isolate select again. Select it, right click, vertex mode. Alright, good. It's just easier to see. So if I yank on it, maybe I'll set to what, 0.25. So yeah, the influence is lower basically. See? And then maybe just a little bit like that. Now I'm gonna grab this, right? I can press 3, right? 1 and 3. Then maybe I'm gonna carefully hover and select that. Maybe I'm gonna yank it down a bit, grab that, maybe just yank it down, pull, maybe grab that, yank it down and pull. Just making sure that everything, see now it starts to make a dent, so gotta be very ultra careful. And I'm in my front. I'm just gonna, hopefully I can eyeball it, right? And eventually it'll line up nicely, I hope. If not, I'm just gonna undo it. Right now I'm at level 3, right? Smooth preview. And then I have soft select still on. Maybe I'll grab this big old chunk, just these guys here and here, right? I'm just gonna try to have it not look so dented. Like that. Yeah, now it's coming along. Maybe I'll grab, I don't know, maybe this part. I'm just gonna free flow like that. Grab this, yank on it like that. So I'm just working on the silhouette. Always making sure you don't grab anything else. So that's the strength of the soft select. Like that. Almost there, almost there. Nearly perfect. Maybe I'll grab this guy again. Make it really broad. There you go. Then maybe I'll just grab, I don't know. I'm doing Control Shift and select. If I do Control Shift select, it'll add more on top of what I'm selecting. So I grab all of that. Maybe I'll just yank up. The reason why is that it's starting to go down more and more and make it longer, which I don't want, so I'm bringing it back up while maintaining this thing, hopefully. Like that. And then press 3. This part looks kind of wonky, so I'm gonna grab here, hold Control and Shift, grab that, maybe press 3. Maybe I'm gonna widen this out so it doesn't look like it's denting. Yeah, better than before. Maybe I'll grab these guys. Yeah, something like that. Much better than before. Alright, so I'm gonna leave it like that. Much more rounder. That was due to using the soft select, checked it on, and I had the world X, right, symmetry. So I'm gonna uncheck soft select, turn it off, I don't want it anymore, and I'm gonna uncheck world X, so no messages here. I'm gonna also uncheck isolate. The reason I'm doing all this is just to remember these extra settings so I don't forget. Alright, much better. Yeah. Press F. Okay. I'm happy with that. And I'm gonna leave it like that. I was already 30 minutes, so Yeah, okay, bye.